evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Tonight is the February 12th, 2026 Town Board meeting. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Hope everyone's doing well. Enjoying the warmer weather. It's like a heat wave compared to the last few weeks, but just a few announcements before we get started. I started the month with my monthly Dutchess County Supervisors and Mayors Association meeting. This month we were in the town of Wappinger. Like I said, we try to rotate those meetings every month, so we try to hit all the different towns and villages within a 2-3 year cycle. Great conversation. I've mentioned in the past we've been discussing countywide EMS services for a while now. As I've said also, that this is a huge issue throughout New York State and several other states as well. And primarily we see, and what we've been discussing and analyzing, is that this is a problem east of the Mississippi. West of the Mississippi, a lot of towns have paid fire and EMS services. Not all, but many do. And east of the Mississippi primarily utilizes volunteer districts. So it's a significant problem in the communities. We have inadequate response times for these basic life support needs for our residents. And basically, so a quick overview of that is service levels. There's BLS and ALS. BLS is basic life support and ALS is advanced life support. So basically for BLS you have an EMT level of care where they can do certain things, CPR, use an AED, help open up your airways depending on what the issue is. For ALS advanced, you have a paramedic level of care. They can put IVs in, they can do cardiac meds, they can intubate a patient. So those are the different levels of care, of service. Then you get into other issues that we've been discussing, like mutual aid. What happens when our ambulances are tied up, either one at the hospital, one at some resident's home, and then there's another call and we have no ambulance. That's where mutual aid comes in. We'll utilize Fishkill or Beekman's ambulance. Whoever's the closest comes to those calls. These are all the issues that we've been discussing. These are all the issues that everybody has, can't come up with a solution for because it's very costly. Other items that they've been talking about is coverage gaps, periods where there's no ambulance due to, like I said, calls at the hospital, or staffing. Staffing's another huge problem for these ambulance companies. Also, their wait time at the hospitals, when they're waiting at the emergency room, waiting to transfer a patient. That is one huge issue that is rarely discussed. It's kind of a hidden issue. So all these issues, we have to address them in a certain fashion. And we feel, all the municipalities in the county feel that Dutchess County is much better versed at operating the entire county as a whole, instead of 27 different municipalities running their own EMS services. And where it comes in for a cost, they can get better costs. If it's 27, now one person is bidding out for these types of services. So we're trying cohesively with the county executive, having very good dialogue with her, and hopefully we could come up with a solution. But primarily we're thinking, and the model has been throughout many different communities in New York State, where the county runs the EMS and it is much, much more efficient and gives better support, better service of BLS and ALS. So I'll keep everybody apprised to that, but thank you to mayors and supervisors. Always very good to attend those meetings. I had a quarterly call with our U.S. Congressman Mike Lawler. He tries to have these calls every 3 months with all the mayors and supervisors in his district. He likes to give updates, what's going on in Washington, what's our issues at home, and how can he help that on a federal level. And I have to say, my hat's off to Congressman. He's been doing a wonderful job. He is very responsive to any of our needs. Several times he has come and helped us when we had problems. We had one of our water districts had an emergency where we had a contaminant in one of the wells. He was able to get us a $2 million grant pretty quickly, and that helped out those residents because it was a very small district and they couldn't carry the costs. And anytime we need his staff, they are always readily available too, so thank you to the Congressman. I attended the East Fishkill Seniors Annual New Year's celebration. They had it at the end of January this year. And what a great time with our seniors. They do. Our senior staff there does a great job, Sue Gardner and her staff. But the seniors are a lot of fun. If you ever want to volunteer or go down to the community center, trust me, you'll have a great time. We have a great group of seniors, so thank you to all of them. Our police chief had his supervisors meeting with his police department, and myself and liaison Councilman Arco attended. Chief does a great job of discussing all the different issues going on at the department, letting all the sergeants and lieutenants know different projects coming up, how they're going to implement them, and really keeps his pulse on the men. So hats off to the chief for doing a great job for keeping our police department the top department in the county. We all know we've had several weather events the last month and a half or so. With that huge snowstorm that we had, Dutchess County mayors and supervisors, we've had several calls with the county executive. She has these calls so we can all coordinate together. She has her senior staff there, Department of Emergency Services, the Sheriff's Department, Health and Human Services, Public Works, everybody on one call, Central Hudson, NYSEG, also we can discuss issues that we're having, and it is very, very helpful. So thank you to the county executive for that and her staff. I attended the meeting with Councilman Marinaro yesterday up at Millbrook at the Dutchess County Farm and Home Center with some of our neighboring communities representatives to discuss the new New York State DEC's MS4 new permit that's being rolled out. And for everybody, MS4 is Municipal Separate Storm Sewer System, okay? And we have very stringent laws on the books now where we have to comply for all these yearly with New York State DEC's laws and procedures, and it's very costly. But this new permit that they're unrolling is even more so. Frankly, it's obscene and it's ridiculous. MS4 pretty much, so people understand, it's a publicly owned stormwater drainage system where it collects all the stormwater and all the runoff. So all the water that comes off of your streets and roads, the catch basins, curbs, gutters, ditches, storm drains, all those sort of things, municipal pipes, all the water that drains off of that, it doesn't include sanitary sewer. So like our wastewater treatment plant does not include that. So pretty much what they try to do is these laws try to encourage that somehow to treat this water, because this water goes into rivers and streams and lakes and wetlands. And typically this water is untreated. So inside that water can be fertilizers, pesticides, sediment, bacteria, who knows what. Now, we do have very stringent laws, like I said, with MS4, with DEC. So they like to regulate the communities that are in an MS4 town, the communities that are designated MS4, that we must comply to all their rules and procedures. So what do they ask us to do? They ask us to have public outreach. They ask us to do public participation so people understand what this is. Illicit discharges, we have to eliminate all of those. Construction site runoff control, post-construction stormwater management, pollution prevention, and also we have to keep very stringent records on all the work that we do as a municipality when it comes to stormwater. And who has to comply? Like I said, all the cities, towns, villages, certain state agencies, school districts. So what happens is when you, like East Fishkill, when we are designated MS4 community, we have to adopt our MS4 laws, which we have. We have to review prevention plans, which we do. We have to inspect the construction sites, like we do. We have to now map all the outfalls into town, all the catch basins. Wherever we see a discharge, has to be mapped and shown to the DEC. We have to track and eliminate any of if there's an illegal discharge. And we have to file annual reports every year, as we always do with New York State DEC. So how does this affect us? It affects us because it affects so many different departments in town. Planning and zoning, highway department, code enforcement, capital projects, budgeting, big time for us. And of course, when people come for developments approvals. So the costs for this is going to skyrocket. They have estimated that smaller municipalities with up to 20,000 residents could see around a rough about 200,000 increase in compliance costs, okay? In a medium-sized town, 20 to 50,000 residents, which East Fishkill, that's where we fit, somewhere between 300,000 and 500,000 a year in additional fees for us to comply with the new law. So I just don't know what to say any longer, because New York State has one of the most stringent MS4 laws in the country. And we, as I just discussed about BLS and ALS, basic life support and advanced life support for our residents, for ambulance service to get to your house. We barely have that. If we have to spend any more money, we should be utilizing that towards ambulance support for our residents. These reports that we have to comply with for New York State go nowhere. They never check it. They never look back at these reports. They can't even tell us how good we are doing with our compliance, because they don't review them. So when we ask DEC, how are we doing? Grade us as a municipality. Are we an A, or B, a C, or D? They don't know, because they don't review it. So why are they putting this burden? This is an unfunded mandate from New York State. We have many unfunded mandates. What that means is, in easy terms, is that they've set a law and they say this is what the law is, and now you municipalities have to pay for it. Okay, because they want to do it and they don't have the money to do it, so they put it on the backs of the local governments. It's just not fair. I am going off on a tangent about this because it is not fair for our community. We have not broken a tax cap ever in this town, and I don't ever want to. But if we ever have to, it's going to be because of these unfunded mandates. Okay, not because we overspend. We are very good. We are very fiscally responsible in this town. We cut in different areas of our budget just to make sure we don't break the tax cap. Okay, we have people doing double jobs because we don't want to hire another person. So we stay within our budget, but New York State can't. And I think it's unfair. They don't even have a set aside in the tax cap for this new cost for each municipality. It's not fair, and I'm going to be very vocal about it. I'm going to write letters to the governor. I'm preparing right now for the Dutchess County Mayors and Supervisors Association to send a letter to the governor and all the other 6 counties, including Dutchess, that represent Section 3 of the MS4 district, which is Dutchess, Putnam, Westchester, Orange, Sullivan, Rockland. Those are the 7 counties. I'm going to ask each county to send a letter to the governor and the legislature. This cannot go on. We cannot spend recklessly. They are spending our money recklessly. And I, for one, am done with it. We have challenges here to deal with. We have our own problems in our town, and this board sits here and looks how we can bring more business in and try to tighten our belt so we can have better projects for our community. And then we have to go and spend hundreds and hundreds of thousands of taxpayer dollars on these sort of things. So I will keep the public updated more and more about this, but this is very upsetting to hear this, and I just don't know how they plan. I don't think they have any idea of how to govern a state. I'm sorry. That's the truth. And please call your representatives. Call your state representatives. Call the governor's office. This is not fair. Let your voice be heard. Okay? Thank you very much. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Franco? Present. Councilman Marinero?
Present.
Councilperson Arco?
Present.
Councilman Flores? Present. Supervisor D'Alessandro?
Present. Thank you, Clerk. Okay, no public hearings. Everybody received the January 15, 2026 Town Board minutes. Clerk, were there any changes, alterations?
Nope.
No? Do I have a motion to accept the January 15, 2026 Town Board minutes?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes approved, thank you. We do have a few, unfortunately, resolutions from the floor. I do hate to have those, but unfortunately, we have a few grants that we have to apply for. We have one of our engineers attending a training. We are the two for a grant application, and the last will be for Beekman Road. We have a culvert to be removed, which we cannot wait till the next town board meeting, so I'll do those at the end. Courtesy of the floor, anybody in the audience wish to speak for or against anything on the agenda? Any general town issues that you have any issues with, please come use the podium. Okay, resolutions. Councilman Arco, first one.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize Officer Bruce White to attend an active shooter training and Officer Albert Terone to attend Axon Conference records training.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Chief, you have anything to add for this?
Now, both of the men appreciate it, especially Officer Terone. He's very involved in everything Axon that we're doing, so this will help as far as record keeping go and staying up with the latest technology, because everything changes, seems, on a monthly basis. So, thank you.
Sure, and you know, Chief, this town board likes training, more training the better, so we feel it's very important.
No, that's absolutely. I mean, we run a very professional police department, and I wholeheartedly believe it's due to the advanced training that our men and women have.
All right, any questions for the chief? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There you go, chief. Councilwoman Flores, number 2.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we acknowledge the hiring of a seasonal wingman.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Highway Soup?
Well, with the big storm that we had, we did bring in a few additional people, with the wing plows, because after we gave it the first plow through, we have the wing people with us, and they can raise the wing, and we're shelving back a lot just to make extra room for the additional snow.
Right, and we told the public, did they have their kids? Anybody wants to,
I did
Part-time
get a few people, so it was good.
Okay, good. Maybe they heard me say it. Yeah. All right, Highway Soup, thank you. Do I have a motion and a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There you go, Highway Soup.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor.
Number 3, Councilman Franco.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize promotions of Joseph Anga to senior auto mechanic, Ryan Reniak to head groundsman, and Joseph Panaccio to construction equipment operator 2 in the highway department.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Highway Soup, how are these guys? They're good guys, huh?
They're very good. They all deserve their positions, and I can't, I say it all the time, it takes a team, and these guys are team leaders, so that's why they're getting promoted.
Right, and I'm sure they're working hard because the Highway Department is one of the departments where they've lost personnel and we didn't replace them.
It's true.
Because it's just how we have to do it sometimes. We have to tighten our belt and we do it.
Understood.
So thank you for all your guys' hard work, Highway Soup.
Thank you, everyone.
Any comments for the Highway Superintendent? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There you go. Number 4, Councilman Marinello.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the town clerk to advertise for bids for blacktopping.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
So we are preparing for the summer. It's coming. And I'm sure that we want to get this out before the next town board meeting. You're going to be meeting with the town engineer soon to review
Yes.
roads? Right, okay. Excellent. Any questions for the highway soup?
Did you get the price of a blacktop yet, or they come?
No, nothing yet. They're not open yet. We won't.
Probably they'll be better than last year, right?
Yeah, well, let's hope. The gas prices
It's
are
all
coming
based on
down,
diesel
so
fuel.
We can hope.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Number 5, Councilman Narco.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we reappoint Lisa Argyle as Chair to the Board of Assessment Review and appoint Trussie Taylor as a member of the Board of Assessment Review.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. Councilwoman Flores and I had the chance to interview Mr. Taylor, which was great, knows a lot. That'd be a great addition to the board. He's here tonight. Thank you for coming, sir.
Brings a lot of experience that I think will be very helpful to the board, so thank you for volunteering.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Any questions or comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There you go. Thank you, sir. And thank you to all our volunteers. We can't do it without you. I really mean that. All our boards, planning boards, zoning boards, architectural review boards, assessment review board, CAC. These people put their time out from their personal lives to help our town out. So thank you for all you do. Number 6, Councilwoman Flores.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the town supervisor to sign a contract with Optima Environmental Services to perform petroleum bulk storage registrations not to exceed $3,000.
Excellent. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? So we have to make current our permits with DEC for our petroleum storage tanks and other tanks that we have that hold oil and lubricants, and everything has to be permitted by the DEC and reviewed by them, so this is what we have to do. Any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Number 7, Councilman Franco.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize a request be referred to Senator Rollison and Assemblyman Beepin for their authorization to designate a portion of Route 376 between Route 82 and Route 52 as Veterans Memorial Highway.
Excellent. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion, Councilman?
I think this is a great idea. Hopefully when we get moving with the Veterans Memorial Park, it'll bring a little bit more recognition and sight to it. It'd be nice.
Yeah, well, I got to thank the highway superintendent, the deputy highway superintendent. They've been out there clearing some trees over there, right against the road on 376 across from Town Hall, which is the home of the new Veterans Memorial Park. So right now, we're just trying to get some of the trees down and push that dirt back so we could level it out, right, highway, so that's the plan?
That is the plan.
Yeah.
We started to move some of the snow with the backhoe, but, let's hope that we don't have any more snow.
Yeah,
Needs a lot of snow.
So that we can get in there and actually perform the work.
It's tough because we got to get these trees down before March 31st,
Yes.
because that's the DEC law, so
Right.
we appreciate it, and
Absolutely.
obviously, this is great because we get to save some money with utilizing our department.
We'd love to help the veterans any way we can.
All right, thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Number 8, Councilman Marinaro.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the town clerk to attend the annual New York State Town Clerks Association Conference in Albany from April 19 to April 22nd, 2026.
Excellent. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Training for the clerk, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe? Stay at
He
the
states
Crown
it in the
Plaza.
resolution.
Wow, look at you. You're something. He's not saying anything. All right.
You gotta buy a new shirt.
So this town clerk to attend the New York State Town Clerks Association Conference. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Enjoy, clerk. Number 9, Councilman Arco.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize setting a dangerous property owners hearing for March 26, 2026 at 6 p.m. to address issues with respect to a property located at 1486 Route 82.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Engineer?
Yes, this is what's known as the old fish market on Route 82. We first reached out a couple of years ago to the owner about the property. He did respond at the time with an engineer's assessment, which said the property was in very poor condition. Since that time, not much. He did come to the planning board with a plan that did not meet our zoning regulation, and since then, we haven't heard from him. So it's just continuing to, deteriorate. Complaints from the neighbors, it definitely poses a hazard, so.
Okay, well, we can't have a dangerous building. God forbid there's a fire there and our firemen have to go walking into that thing, so. Any comments or questions for the engineer? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Okay, number 10, Councilwoman Flores.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the town supervisor to retain Energy Safety Response Group as a consultant for the planning board.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. So everybody knows last month we passed and adopted a new battery storage law. As we've been discussing, people have been discussing this. They wanted to put battery storage throughout the state. New York State is pushing some of these items, and so is the energy companies, as this will offset costs for new power lines, more power company, more power plants. So we have to be prepared. That's why we did a local law, and in preparation of that, of a application, we have been discussing about hiring a expert who will contest any issues or refute anything wrong that an applicant would say about this. Councilman Arco has been very graciously looking into this and done actually a lot of work. So, Councilman, you have...
Yeah, so this company, I've gone to, actually you and I went to a seminar that they held at the Dutchess County BOCES for Dutchess 911. And it's made up of a group of FDNY firefighters that were establishing the New York City Code, which is one of the most stringent codes in the country in reference to these battery energy storage facilities. And I've been to 2 seminars of his, and phenomenal. Very informative. I really do think this is us being very proactive in preparing us for applicants. When I sat on the planning board about 3 years ago, we actually had an applicant apply, or at least present to us, but then never applied. So it's definitely something that's going to be coming down the road. And this is just one other way of us being prepared for when they do come, so.
So any costs associated with this, we would charge their escrow?
Yes.
And so this expert works for the town, not the applicant, and it will be paid through their escrow, right?
Correct, yeah. So this contract is not a dollar value contract. It's just, we will write up what our needs are, whether it be a planning board need to review an applicant's application. They would do that for us. They would put a quote on it, and then we would probably end up voting on it again. But these are the consultants that everybody seems to be gravitating towards. So very, very good that we got signed up with them and on board. So looking forward to working with them.
Excellent. Any comments or questions from the board? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Okay, number 11, Councilman Franco.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the supervisor to sign a contract with Gentech Ltd. not to exceed $35,590 to purchase a replacement generator for the Hamlet Sewer District.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Any comments for the engineer?
Yeah,
So
there's
this,
a second component to that. And that's to bring in the gas service. I thought that I saw that in the resolution, 15,000.
It says, the resolution stipulates $35,590 and $15,000 allowance for the replacement of the failed generator.
Yeah, that's for the gas service, so we're fine. Okay.
Okay?
Just wanted, I didn't hear that.
That'll include everything?
Yes.
Okay. So, we have one generator for the Hamlet?
No, this is for the generator located by Mario's Bread, for that
Okay.
particular pump station only. And currently it failed, and we need to replace it kind of as soon as possible.
Got you. Okay. Any comments or questions for the engineer?
About 20 years old,
20 years old?
approximately.
That's the original one, winning.
Yes.
Has to be done, right?
That's pretty good for a pump,
Yeah.
20 years.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, number 12, Councilman Marinaro.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the supervisor to sign a contract with MJ Engineering not to exceed $17,800 for an engineering study for sanitary sewer in the Ammonite.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. So we are looking to have a study done to analyze our wastewater treatment plant. Obviously, and correct me if I'm wrong, engineer, in the future, if there's any projects that would benefit from this, we can hit their escrow for some of the costs for this?
For a reimbursement through collection fees.
Reimbursement.
Yes. So when it's not so much the plant, we have plenty of capacity at the plant, but at the original design, which is again about 20 years ago, a little bit more, it was not designed to go in direction east, over the bridge. It wasn't designed to go north up 376. I won't get into all the details of that. There's, particular reasons, but now that we're getting inquiries in those directions for developments, people come in, ask where they can connect, and we don't have an answer for them. So I think it's a good investment to do a little analysis about our existing collection system, see what kind of improvements may be required, for these things, and we would collect that through collection fees.
So future projects? or
Future
their
projects.
escrow?
As it is, we're only at about 25% capacity, so it would be good to bring, more flow into the plant.
Yeah, we do need more flow at the plant, for sure. Okay. Any comments or questions for the engineer? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. 13, Councilman Arco.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the town clerk to advertise for bids for culvert replacement for the FEMA Woodmont culvert replacement.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? So, Woodmont, so that thing, it's been,
The Highway Super might know a little more of the details about the culvert itself. I can speak to where we are in terms of bidding, but I know Ken's familiar with the
The
culvert.
original, it is the original culvert. It did fail on us back in the July 10th storm 2 years ago.
that big storm, I remember
Yes.
going out and seeing on the sides, it was collapsing the road.
So we did all we could do with Scott as our engineer to get it back to where it is working, but it does need to be replaced.
And FEMA is putting up 75% of the costs. I think the state 12.5%. We're responsible for 12.5%.
Okay, excellent.
Yes.
Any questions for the highway super or the engineer on the culvert replacement? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And from the floor. Okay, Councilwoman Flores is the first one.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the Engineer and Planning Department to apply for a grant through the Transportation Alternatives Program for Hopewell Junction pedestrian connections.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
So this is called the TAP grant, I believe. It's the Transportation Alternative Program. Years ago, we tried to apply for also the CMAQ for some of these types of projects, but the state has given us guidance saying you can apply for this type of work for these grants and this type of work for those. So we are applying and we need resolution to stipulate our intent to seek the grants, and we have to do that before the next town board meeting. Comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Second one, Councilman Franco?
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize attendance at the Capital District's 46th celebration of National Engineers Week.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion, so our Assistant Town Engineer, George Kronk, is attending this up in Albany for National Engineers Week. All those, All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Number 3, Councilman Marinaro.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize an income survey.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. So Old Hopewell, we discuss is primarily by Bridge Street area, across from Frankie's going down that way. We want to prepare to do a grant, and the best way to do that is to do an income survey, because some of those smaller homes, some of the income levels in that area, we might be able to qualify for more points on a grant. So it is very difficult to do an income survey, but if we are successful, it can be very beneficial with the way they appoint the points for the grant, so. Any comments or questions? It's very needed down in that area of town. It's an old area of town, and it's very costly to run sewer and water down that area. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Last one, Councilman Arco.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we advertise for FEMA Beekman culvert removal.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
So this is the culvert down on Beekman Road. This is another FEMA funded, which will pay 75%.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's from the same storm, and it has to do with some damage around one of our sanitary sewer lines, and it's more like a restoration than an actual removal, so.
Comments or questions for the engineer? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Okay, no budget transfers tonight. Comments, Highway Soup.
So everybody knows what we've been up to. Plowing snow, hauling snow, loading snow, removing snow.
Ice.
Yes, ice. We've been very busy. Also, we're trying to keep the potholes at bay because with this kind of weather, they pop up all over the place. Emergency tree work right now is what we've been doing only. It's just been, a very busy winter. Keeping our equipment maintained, again, it takes a team. Everybody works together. I got to thank them all, especially my deputy and my foremans and my secretary. Everybody is just tired and keeping up the good work. They're really doing a great job, all of them. So I have to put a big thank you out to my team. Also, I've spoken with almost every one of you guys about the contractors and homeowners putting snow in the roads.
Big problem.
It is a big problem. I'm going to just read this off quick, and then we can, if you guys want to throw some discussion in, we can. Pushing snow across publicly owned roadway is a violation of New York State Vehicle and Traffic Law 1219. Putting glass or other injurious substances on the road is prohibited. This action is subject to fine and reimbursement to the town for the cost of clearing the snow that was improperly placed in the road. While we all receive significant snowfalls, that does not give anyone the right to obstruct public roadways. Property owners are responsible for the actions of their subcontractors. So, especially after we come by and we clear the road, I've tried to talk to some contractors and some residents. Some are very nice, and they didn't realize that there is a law. But some others I've run across that are just blatantly telling me where to go. So I know I've spoke with the chief. I know I've spoke with a few of you guys. What can we do to get this out to them, to the public, and to the...
Now, are these residents, or are these our snow removal professionals?
Well, they're both. I mean, and it's not just in certain areas, it's townwide. It's commercial areas, it's residential areas, and like I said, most people are compliant after we speak to them, but I just don't think they know, or the ones that do know just don't care, so.
Some of the areas in town, the contractors are blocking almost 50% of the roadway. It's dangerous.
We have
It's
to
actually
go
very
out.
dangerous.
We're out there with both loaders, all 3 backhoes, the skid steers, all the big trucks, removing it, hauling it away. And sometimes it just takes us a lot more time because now you got somebody with a 300-foot driveway and it's all out in the road, the end of the road.
Yeah, we can't have that. I mean, obviously, this costs the taxpayers more money. Because we have to utilize backhoes, loaders, dump trucks to remove this snow. So, I mean, I know we put it out on social media and Gov Delivery, but we're gonna have to do a better campaign about this because otherwise, I'm sorry, chief, you're gonna have to have your men and women issue summons.
No, there were several people, we had several contractors mainly that we had to speak to throughout that last big snowstorm that are now going to just start facing the penalty of the ticket. Because,
I know we hate to do it to our residents, but especially after we've come through and cleared, now you've got an ice spot with the temperatures we've been having, somebody
Yeah,
could
but do
get
they
killed.
understand it costs the taxpayers more money when you have to send out loaders and dump trucks?
Yeah.
It's not a matter of,
Mention how dangerous it can be when it refreezes when we have these
Safety-
temperatures.
Safety concern.
Yes.
so I was snow plowing.
It was you?
No, I was snow plowing and I did observe not much in the commercial areas, but a lot in the residentials. Even the day after, people will come out late afternoon and, I mean, if you stop and tell them nicely, some are, they said, okay, we'll take care of it. But like the superintendent mentioned before, some people get very upset. And that's not the proper way of behaving in this community. It is dangerous, especially if you drive late at night, you hit one of these banks, you could roll off, get off the road. I mean,
It creates
we have
ice
to really be
spots.
concerned. And,
Right.
I've noticed it quite a bit this year compared to the other years. I don't know if it was because of the amount of snow.
I'm sure that leads to it, sure.
I've had a lot of residents call and say, you put 5 foot of snow in front of my driveway. Well, there's 5 foot of snow in front of everybody's driveway, just about. You know, it's not like we purposely placed the snow there. It is what
So
it is.
I have a question for you.
Debate that.
Is there any way that we could address with the state that comes through town, 376, and I've seen this, where they have small driveways. These people have taken care of their driveways, and all of a sudden the plow comes back and blocks them in. A lot of these people are old. Is there a way that maybe, I know in the city they only put the plow a certain way. But over here,
Everything
they
goes to the
block,
right.
they go one way, they come back, everybody gets blocked off.
Everybody gets an equal amount. Unfortunately, if you live in a corner or on a corner, you're going to get a little more, unfortunately. There's nothing we can really do about that.
There's actually ways, and contractors should know those ways,
Yeah,
that
they should.
if they push snow before the driveway and they clear more off the road, the plow guy will not end up filling the driveway back up when he goes by.
Right.
I do it, I never get any snow on my driveway, and I've seen other neighbors do it, but we also live in a community where we talk about neighbors, right? And we're supposed to help our neighbors. Well, I went driving down my neighborhood, and I offered a couple of police officers who were working at night, hey, you know, does your wife need access to in and out of the house? And I go and snow blow their driveway. Like, you know, this is what this community is supposed to be about, right? This is what we grew up, I grew up in this community, and that's what
Help
it was
each other
like.
out,
So, that's my
especially
philosophy.
our elderly.
I mean, I could see, you know, I've seen many times, somebody, if they're the opposite direction to plow, their first swipe, they put it across the road. And, you know, they were very diligent and pushed as much as they could and then cleaned up the little scraps that were, and then nothing else. Then they turn around and then they did their driveway. But putting the whole driveway into the roadway is,
It happens a lot.
yeah, I don't know what.
Especially after we've already plowed the road and treated it, and then they come and do that, it makes hazardous conditions.
Right. Why, unfortunately, you know, it's gonna comes down to then enforcement, chief.
we understand, not that we're, excited about another snowstorm, but after the last one and seeing how many neighbor complaints we got from, they pushed all their snow into my property and the amount of people we had to talk to, that is absolutely what it's gonna come down to.
Right.
I think the same would also apply to people that leave their cars parked on the road.
It does. There's, you know, we have a snow ordinance in effect.
Yeah, we have an ordinance, they leave their cars there, it creates a problem for the guys coming by and snow plowing, I think.
Especially at
we have to
night,
start-
when- you know,
I'm
especially
sorry
at
to
night,
say
when
it,
we're
but
out,
some-
when we're out there in the middle of the night, 2, 3 in the morning, it's snowing. My guys are, you know, have hard enough time just keeping the trucks going straight rather than, you know, dodging vehicles that are parked where they shouldn't be.
It's not safe.
Then you get the complaints about the snow around the vehicle.
They know.
You
We've
know,
made announcements.
the town attorney, the town code, town law says we can tow any vehicle in town roadway during a storm.
During a snow emergency, yes.
Yeah.
So that one, I think, has been, I think we've worked very well. the
Yeah, you
past
guys
couple of
definitely
years
have.
To get on top of that one, and I think the code has been in enforcement long
Yeah.
enough where anybody that does violate it almost instantly gets written out because it's been around for so long, and it's.
Yeah, but writing a ticket at that instance doesn't help. They have to run the plow and the car's parked there. I've had residents call and complain to my office. We try to get a hold of the homeowner, one we did, and he says, I'm gonna park where I damn please, I pay my taxes. But they don't understand that we have to clear the road and there's emergency vehicles.
You don't just-
And the last storm, we had a state of emergency.
Right. We don't just drive pickups with plows on them. We have the big wing trucks. They're 11-foot plows and an 8-foot side plow. So when we come through, we're taking more than half the road up when we're plowing,
Right.
you know?
This storm was a tough one.
It sure was.
You were using the wipers and everything was getting frozen, so visibility was very.
I had to pull off many times and clear off the windshield, you know? If you don't do that, you're gonna burn out your wiper motors, which,
Yeah.
you know, it does happen, so.
Yeah, I drove around, I saw you at Dunkin' Donuts there, cleaning the windshield wipers.
Only kids.
It's okay.
But yeah, we'll have to
Coffee,
do,
coffee, I know.
we'll have to do a better job at advertising and,
Just spreading the word, you know, I know I spoke with Gina and I know she put it on the sign.
yes, yeah,
So it's just a matter of getting it out there. A lot of people just don't know.
yeah.
So,
Okay,
thank you,
all
everyone.
right, thank you, Highway Soup. Chief, how's it going over there?
Going good, Supervisor. How are you?
Oh, great.
Good to hear. Thank you for the compliment about top department in the county.
We are.
Figured if I said it enough, it would catch on, so.
We knew before your time too, Chief.
Oh, okay,
You're
just-
continuing the tradition.
Hesitant to say it, I get it. I just want to give our a mental health, our behavioral specialist report. So I plan on doing this kind of quarterly, just to make sure everybody's up to date with the progress he continues to make. So in the last quarter of last year, from October to December, he responds to 32 calls involving 55 follow-ups. And calls are, you could almost multiply those at least by 2, because the calls and things that stem from a call is almost another problem within itself. And he got 22 individuals hooked up with some form of help, to say the least. And there was 108 various forms of linking them to the various programs within the county. And that's very tough because, as everybody knows, not everybody wants to admit they need help. So he'll have to call repeatedly, a number of times, to link them up with the services that they require or need. So we have that. We have our officers. They're going to do something with the seniors tomorrow for Valentine's Day. So it's going to be kind of a surprise if nobody's watching. But
The surprise over now, see?
I just
Read that.
ruined. Damn. And then we have a graduation of our newest soon-to-be officer on the road. So at the end of this month, Nicholas Deacon will be graduating from the Dutchess County Police Academy, and we are very excited to have him and get him out there. So
That's great.
get an update soon after that. That's all I have.
All right, thanks, Chief.
Chief, any update on McGrath Field?
Yes, so our investigation is kind of coming to an end. We have several suspects, and that's all kind of disclosed about the case as far as right now, but like I said, it is coming to an end, And it's not that I'm trying to sound tough, but when anything, our officers are kind of trained from day one that the rec is looked upon as the kind of crown jewel of East Fishkill. So we don't take any sort of crime, whether it be criminal mischief, graffiti, vulgar language, lightly as far as anything in the rec goes. So just a little warning.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Councilman Arco.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing. Kenny, thanks for bringing up that concern today.
Yes.
I fully agree with your request and the need for enforcement, so great job. It has certainly been a busy month. I hope everyone fared well during the recent snowstorm and extreme cold. It's never easy dealing with those conditions, especially for those of us out there shoveling. I don't know, I got 4 kids and I'm out there shoveling by myself. I have met with several of my liaison posts for the year, and I'm looking forward to supporting each of them with their projects and goals. I also attended the East Fishkill Police Department State of the Department meeting. It was great to see and speak with so many officers in one place. We truly do have an outstanding police department. Over the past 3 years since I've been here, we've seen significant progress under the leadership of our chief and the promotion of several officers into key roles, along with the hiring of new officers to replace retirees. Each hire has been a thorough process, including interviews with the entire board, ensuring we bring only the best candidates into service for our community. In my role as police and school district liaison, I will be scheduling half-day sessions to shadow each of our school resource officers throughout the district. The presence of SROs in our Wappinger schools continues to be a vital asset to our community, providing both protection and guidance to our students and staff. Lastly, regarding the battery energy storage systems that we passed a resolution tonight for the consultant, it's been drawing a lot of attention for various reasons. I've spent the last 2+ years furthering my education in the construction, operation, and preventive maintenance of BESS facilities through my company as we service clients with multiple installations. Many people may not realize what similar technology exists in a smaller form within your own homes, such as computer UPS systems. While similar in concept, BESS facilities operate at a much larger scale and often utilize different battery technologies compared to a typical data center UPS system. I'm working towards scheduling a workshop to provide more detailed information and education to both the board and the community. BESS facilities are increasingly viewed as part of the solution to address infrastructure limitations and growing energy demands across the state. I look forward to sharing what I've learned. To better serve our community, I fully understand the responsibilities of our first responders would face. I recently completed a BESS firefighter training course through Dutchess County 911. I want to thank Commissioner Beal and Deputy Commissioner Schofield for their leadership and support and approval for me to attend this class. This training allowed me to bridge my knowledge of construction and fire protection with the firefighting considerations specific to these facilities. I was the only non-firefighter in the room. I also want to thank the supervisor and the board for supporting a proactive approach to allowing me to pursue this training and secure the BESS consultant resource for our planning board, town board, and fire district. Taking these steps now will help ensure we make informed, responsible decisions that prioritize the safety and well-being of our community. That's it.
Thank you, Councilman.
It was shorter than his, right?
Thank you for your help with that. It's appreciated, really. Councilman Marinello, how's it going?
It's going good. So yesterday, as the town supervisor mentioned, we attended the MS4 meeting. I'm happy to see that my town supervisor has taken a stand on this issue, and I totally agree with him. The fact is that many times these mandates come down to us and there is no concern with the cost, and nor there is any relief coming with any of these mandates to the taxpayers. Yesterday, I raised an issue in the room. The fact of the matter is that many of these mandates are supported for the majority by people that live in New York City. They're the ones that benefit mostly from the quality, good quality water that was supplied down below. But the taxpayers of this community pay for all the improvement to that quality of water. I said it before, New York City, you drive through some of the roads and we have to comply with catch basin cleaning up. We have to report it to the state that we are complying, but yet New York City, you drive through and you see vegetation coming out of this catch basin. So they ask us to comply, but at the same time, they are not doing anything to improve their quality of water. This is a problem. Thank you for addressing that. Of course. The other thing that I'm working on is, it's an ongoing problem in the community. There's great concern. It's the cost of electricity to the taxpayers in East Fishkill and the rest of Dutchess County. It's been going on for a while, but lately, the delivery charges coming with the bills are astronomical. Most likely, every bill reflects between 50 and 100% of what the usage is. These costs are unbearable. So I'm working with the office of our assemblyman to find out why. I have suspicions that this costs are hidden, that a lot of the money that is collected is going to the governor coffers. It's mostly regarding green energy development and subsidies. It's impossible to believe that a lot of the millions and millions of dollars collected from the taxpayers actually go from improvement for service improvement. I have attended a meeting a couple of weeks ago in Albany, and a lot of the Norton senators have expressed that same opinion. The hidden costs are for purposes of green energy. It's good to do those programs, but at the end of the day, we do need to create a good source of energy supply for everyone. It's just unbearable. The business community is suffering. I mean, our seniors suffering. I've seen people bring me electric bills on a home where somebody pays $275, $300. They have a surcharge of twice as much. I mean, this is something that needs to be addressed. So I've spoken to our town supervisor. We will have probably our local electrical company, but I also have extended an invitation to the governor's office representative to come to our town and also face the questions that the people have in our community. So we'll see what happens. I will keep everybody updated with this. Hopefully we'll find out.
We have to answer the questions. We want to know. The
Well,
ratepayers.
it's not easy to get the information. The information is there, but they're not releasing it. You have to kind of unlayer and unfold one thing at a time. And there is a lot of resistance in putting the information out, and I understand why, but
Central Hudson recently put out a video, it's on YouTube, where it explains the increase in cost, but not the service fee or the delivery fee.
Correct.
Which they neglected to mention, which has gone up in just an enormous amount.
yeah.
And they should be a little bit more transparent with that, whether they put out another video to explain that and where that money goes. But, I mean, I can understand, because natural gas has gone up, and that's what powers everything, but that's all they blamed it on.
And just to add a little bit more information, in the Norton zone, in the Rochester area, New York State has mandated that they buy electric buses for the schools. One community bought 8 buses. I think they cost them something like $9 million. And they haven't been able to use it because they have to have a certain temperature to plug them in and get it plugged in. We're facing the same issues with the Wappingers. I have not followed up, but there is a demand for them to go electric, and I think by 2:30 they want more electrical use, but first of all, we do not have enough supply. Second of all, it's extremely expensive.
Yeah, our school superintendent for Wappingers, Dr. Bonk, has resisted buying those buses. And there was a failure with those buses upstate with the cold weather.
Yeah.
They weren't operating. So how they get the children to school? Just cancel the school?
And many of those buses, they have to shut off the heating element in the bus because it uses a lot of energy. I mean, if we only could use a little common sense, it would go a long way, but at the same time, they just want their own way, and it's just incredible, the cost to the citizens.
Well, that's why we always say the most common sense is local government, right? As we were discussing before with the different initiatives, and now they want the MS4 laws to be expanded. But on the other hand, they say that they need more housing. So you're going to increase the level of scrutiny and compliance with MS4 laws, but then you want more housing.
Affordable housing.
Where do you, how does that, that doesn't mesh, so.
That's all they.
All right, thank you, Councilman. Councilman Franco.
Okay. All right, East Fishkill Recreation Guide should be out by the end of February. Rec Department is still hiring for summer seasonal work for the summer camp and for our Red Wing Lake. I'll say that again. We are hiring for seasonal work for summer camp and our Red Wing Lake. Like the supervisor always says, if you have a son or a daughter who wants to work this summer, please have them give us a call. 226-8395. They can talk at the Recreation Department. March 2nd is the start of summer camp registration. All camp info is on the rec website. Town trips tickets are on sale to the Doo-Wop Project on Saturday, April the 25th. This is at Paramount Theater, and tickets are $85 for residents, $100 for non-residents. Remember to keep checking our rec website for upcoming trips, concerts, and programs. That's it.
Thank you. Councilwoman Flores, how's it going?
Going good, living the dream. I want to thank the Highway Department for their work. I know we've talked a lot about the work that they've done, and spending time with them, I have an appreciation for the hours that they put in clearing the snow in treacherous conditions, and it's exhausting, and they're all tired, and very appreciative when some of our residents stop by with treats or simply say thank you. But thank you for all the work that you do. I know as I travel other towns, I always think our roads are looking the best that I see, so good
Well,
job.
appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Also, in my new role as liaison to the assessor's office, I had a very good discussion with our assessor and look forward to working together with her. And she asked me to remind our residents that real property tax exemption renewal notices were sent in January and are due March 1st. So if you have any questions, there's information on our town website, or you can also call the assessor's office. On our master plan, we are seeking volunteers to serve on the master plan implementation committee. As you know, we passed the updated comprehensive master plan last year, and now we're moving into the implementation phase. We're looking for volunteers to represent the community, and will be provided updates on progress of implementation plans and solicit input and feedback. So if you are interested, please send your letter of intent resume to the town supervisor's office, and we'll post something on the town website regarding that. It'll probably be quarterly meetings, but we're definitely looking to have some volunteers from the community. And that's it.
All right, thank you. Clark, anything to add?
I'm good.
All right, enjoy that conference. So, happy happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Our next town board meeting is March 12th, and that's our workshop. And really, we all say it, but thank you, Highway Soup, for all the hard work, and to our police department to be out there in treacherous conditions, and it was treacherous. And also thank you to the Highway Superintendent Secretary. People forget them. They're working as long hours as well. So thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
And do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Have a good night. Jesse, how's it going?
You can dance, every dance with the guy who gives you the eye, let him hold you tight. You can smile, every smile for the man who held your hand neath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun. Oh, I know. Laugh and sing. Yes, I know. But while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never, never let you go. I love you oh so much. You can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. If he asks, if you're all alone, can he take you home? You must tell him no. 'Cause don't forget who's